tell you about the birds and the bees. Hoes flap when you whipping up a key. Don't stop till you froze up your sleeve. Young nigga just
What's up, it's your boy Now got Hip Hop is Real, Key Life Productions. We out here in Atlanta, the eve of the Black Power Awards. We got Sutek in the building, man. Sutek, how you doing, Elder?
Peace, Black Power, family. Death to the Negro. Enough of the Negro stuff.
Man, Sutek, man. You know, we here in Atlanta and everything like that, man. Give the people a little, you know, background. I think this is the first Black Power Award.
Yeah, brother. You know, like a lot of people have been asking for something like this. You know what I'm saying? Where we give recognition to the real people who's doing stuff in the black community. You understand? Not handpicked by mainstream society. You understand? What really pissed me off is when Will Smith and Jada Smith, they was complaining that, what was it, the Academy Awards?
Yeah, Oscars, they didn't get Oscar nominated.
You know, that's begging white man,
Oscars and all that
begging
shit.
the Caucasian to recognize you. You understand what I'm saying? And then what even pissed me off more when Chris Rock got up there and he gave a pretty good opening remarks to the awards, but then he said, all we want is an opportunity, and then he go right back to begging the cracker for recognition. You understand? So now here we are, we're doing it ourselves. You understand? We're gonna give the people the appreciation and the recognition who's really out here doing work on our behalf, not on mainstream society's behalf. You understand? We're picking our own achievers in our community. Absolutely, absolutely. So that's, you know, that's why I'm down here supporting that. I got two groups that's nominated for awards. Tahir RBG United Front. My management company is called Mind Power Music Management, and you know, our family is growing. B-Dot, we need you in the family.
So my battle rap would be done.
Battle rap and B-Dot, yes sir.
Yeah. I be in the battle rap heavy, so I see the work he done put in, him and Loaded Lux and all the brothers.
Yeah. We know I used to manage Loaded Lux.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Sutek, what up, man? You gotta hook us up, man. Give us a story, man. Give us a dope Loaded Lux story.
He's a scumbag. That's all I'm gonna say. Loaded Lux is a scumbag. That's it.
Oh, damn.
Harlem, yeah. I'm from Harlem, so you know I know.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, this is a beautiful thing. You know, people coming down, showing support for this, man. We gotta support black businesses. We gotta support black creativity, because if we don't support it, you stifle it. You understand what I'm saying? And we can't afford to stifle the creativity in our community.
Okay. And you know, it's the Black Power Awards and everything like that. You know, I wanted to know, does, you know, Trump now being in office, you know what I'm saying? What does that mean for black people in America right now? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like, what's your opinion on this whole shift?
Well, you know, with Trump being in office, it really isn't about what he's going to do in office. As I'm more concerned with the mindset and the attitude of the people of the country. You understand? Because his supporters,
I'm gonna drop that soon. That's coming out.
Interpret his message as, let's make America white again. You understand what I'm saying? And in Make America White Again, it's like, you know, 12 years a slave and all that type of thing. That's their mentality. That's when America was great for white folks, when we were slaves. It was never great for white folks, you know. Only time it was great for white folks in this country is when we were slaves. And the other time they was catching hell just like everybody else. You understand? So, you know, to me, we got to have our pulse on what white America is doing a lot more now, because I think Trump is giving them the signal to turn it up. You understand what I'm saying? Trump being in office is giving them the signal to really turn shit up, and we really need to be mindful of that. And you know, a lot of people say that's going to make us unified, but I don't think we can stand that type of thing.
Seeing, you know, how the landscape have changed, and you know, you being a little older and everything like that, did you ever in your mind ever see this happening, or did this
Donald Trump being president? No, I didn't. I didn't think America was stupid enough. Like, I know that Caucasians are some dumb motherfuckers, but I just didn't think they was dumb enough to nominate Donald Trump as president. You know, it's like you're hiring a football coach. This is you're looking for somebody to run one of the most powerful nations on the planet, and you bring in somebody with no experience and failure after failure after failure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't see this coming, but
what do we?
Stranger things have happened.
What do we as the youth, or we as black people, you know what I'm saying, who's trying to do something in this era? What do we? What should we focus on now? You know what I'm saying? Like, should we be focused on business? Should we be focused on moving out of the country? Should we, like, what's the focus right now? Because a lot of people are confused. Some people are scared. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, brother just asked me a little while ago. My brother YG Preach, he's doing a movie, and he asked me, revolution or, man, I don't forgot the other part of it. Exodus.
Okay.
Revolution or Exodus.
Oh, so
that's a movie.
Are we gonna burn this shit down and leave?
Or leave. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, anywhere you go, you could take these dumb Negroes from here and put them in Africa, and they're gonna be dumb Negroes in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we got to change our mindset, and a part of that, myself, my group United Front, and my other artists, Tahir RBG, we're starting what we call a Teach Our Own initiative.
Okay.
You understand? Where we're going to be doing fundraisers for people who are doing homeschooling. Our initial fundraiser is going to be for the Akabin Institute with Imali Baruti here in Atlanta. And you know, it's important that we educate our own children. You understand? So that, you know, they can create the future for themselves instead of perpetuating the future that the Caucasian and mainstream society has designed for them. So we really have to educate our own children. And as youth, like you guys, I would think that you guys would really need to concentrate on developing a strong economic base for the future.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all have children now, but y'all gonna have children pretty soon.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I just got married, so yeah.
Yeah, so you know, in 18 years, you know, you're gonna want your child to be able to go out and find a job somewhere and not have to beg a Caucasian. It probably won't even be a Caucasian. It'll be a Arab or Indian
whoever.
or Mexican or somebody like that.
Right now in the community, there's a lot of controversy taking place. There's conversations taking place where some of the members of our community are calling our own nigglets. Our brother Polight'S saying that he wants to move. He moved out of the hood. He's identifying some of the behaviors,
I heard about that.
characteristics of our people as animalistic,
Right.
or what people may say their lower self. Now I know that you're a proponent of death to the Negro.
Right.
I had a conversation with the brother, and you know, I shared some of the sentiments that a lot of people are having the same conversation, but they're just saying things differently. So, what is your take, or what is your, you know, give me some wisdom about the comparisons between death to the Negro and, you know, just saying, yo, I can't stand these niggas. I gotta move away from them. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. They, you know, fuck it. If something happened to them, it's on them because they brought it on themselves.
Right. Well, first of all, I don't think they brought it on themselves. I think them Negroes, them savages that he's talking about, those are victims. That's how I feel. You know, our people who are stuck in the drug game, stuck homeless, you know, those people are victims, and they not only do they deserve our empathy, they deserve our help and support. You understand? I think it's a real Negro mentality to sit back and say, okay, I made it now, and you guys are now degenerates, and I just came from where you were. You understand? Speaking of Brother Polite, you know, he was very proud in talking about how he gangbanged. He was very proud on how he talked about how he bust his gun. He was very proud in talking about how he sold drugs. You understand what I'm saying? To get to where he's at now. And he was, you know, fortunate enough to meet some people that helped him out. You understand? He got into a circle. But what's ironic is the people who are selling the drugs that he's criticizing, he's now rubbing elbows with the people who are bringing the drugs into our communities. You understand what I'm saying? It's them white Caucasians that's bringing the drugs in. Ain't no black people going to Colombia and Afghanistan and all these drug havens and bringing these drugs in. It's these Caucasians who's bringing the drugs in. So, you know, so he just went from one animal to another animal. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, dig it. You know, he went from retail to wholesale and distributor, you dig it? So, you know, I just think that the people who you're talking about, those are victims of what's going on in the society. Because in any economic system, communism, capitalism, socialism, fascism, you're gonna have haves and have-nots. In order for the haves to have, you have to have have-nots. You understand what I'm saying? So,
do you believe in the condemnation though of these people? Or
no.
Do you believe the
No,
condemn?
I believe they're victims.
Okay.
You can't blame the victim. You understand? We know in our school. That's why we're saying, you know, me and my organization and my groups, we starting to teach our own initiative, because where we come from in the inner cities, we know the statistics. You can go to any statistic and it'll show you that they're getting substandard education. You understand? So the formula is you undereducate them, then you can over-incarcerate them. You understand? And then you could, you undereducate them, you underemploy them, then you can over-incarcerate them. You understand? Because a brother ain't gonna starve. He can't get a job, he gonna eat somehow. You understand? So, you know, that's the problem with trying to condemn our people, because we live in a manufactured society. You understand? Our communities are manufactured for us. The reason they call the projects, because at one point when they first started developing them, it was a project. You understand? It was a project that these Caucasians experiment that they was working on to see if they could stack people up.
That's crazy.
High and get them to coexist in a small, you know, in a densely populated area. That was the project. I forget the name of the project, but it was a project. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we're victims, and you can't condemn the victim.
Looking at the scale of like the conscious community and its growth, and you know, I've been watching you guys put it down. You guys done gave me a lot of information to help me get to the point where I'm at today.
Right.
Looking at how it's growing now and the influence it has, what advice do you have to all the new teachers coming into the conscious community, all these people that are so-called leaders and so-called, you know what I'm saying, building all these followers, you know what I'm saying? What advice do you got to them? Because I know you've been putting it down for a long time.
First of all, right, we got to be careful who we call a leader.
Okay.
All right. Right now, people are so desperate and so hungry that they're taking scholars and they're calling the scholars leaders. And they're not leaders. They're quote unquote scholars, if you want to call them that.
Okay.
All right. So I don't think we have any leaders right now.
Okay.
We have some elders that are putting it in, but we don't have any real leadership because nobody is really talking about a plan that's connecting things from now to the future. You understand? Everybody's talking about history and what's going on in the past and what happened in the past, but nobody's really connecting the dots to the future. Nobody's putting in their minds an image of how they want the future to look. Because if you put that image in your mind and have faith in it, it will manifest. But if you just keep speaking about history and they really speak about the low points of our history, and that's what's on your mind, that's what you're going to manifest. So you see, we just keep perpetuating the same type of shit all over again. You understand? But me and some brothers are putting together a movement. We have a website called consciouscommunity.com.
Okay.
All right? Conscious spelt with a K. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to separate the conscious community from the so-called conscious community. You hear a lot of people talk about, oh, the so-called conscious community. The so-called. To me, there's two different communities.
Okay.
You have a conscious community of people who are really about the work and really serious and just need some type of direction. Then you got people that just want to sit on the sidelines and spectate and criticize
talk shit.
and talk shit. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is since they done changed their name to L this or, you know, some type of African.
Imhotep or
they done
whatever.
changed their name. People automatically assume
That they conscious.
that they conscious. You understand? Just to get in. And then they make all these negative comments and shit like that, and it throws dirt on people who are really in the conscious community. So, you know, we set up this website called consciouscommunity.com. You can go to the Google Play Store and download the app, sign in. You understand? And we want to bring some organization, some structure, some rules of conduct. I'm honored because the brothers nominated me as the first president of that organization.
That's dope.
So,
That is
you know, stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of things with that.
So there's about to be rules and regulations now. People can't just come up and just do a whole bunch of whatever.
Well, you know, hopefully, like right now, it's a website and it's mimicking Facebook. It's like it's going to be like a black Facebook.
That's dope.
All right, it's going to have like the chat rooms and you know, you can make posts and all of that type of stuff in there.
Okay, so it's going to be interactive.
Right, exactly. It's going to be interactive. So, and we trying to bring the community together.
That's dope.
You understand? Muslims, Moors, Christian, you know, everybody. You understand? Listen, to me, I don't care if you know the difference between Dr. Ben or Uncle Ben. If you about the future growth of black people, then to me you conscious. You understand? So and I got my man Red Pill.
Oh yeah, nah.
He gonna be an ambassador for us with consciouscommunity.com.
Red Pill is who helped.
Shout out to my brother Merciel. Shout out to consciouscommunity.com. Excellent idea. It is time for our own social media platform. If nothing showed you, this 4 years that we're gonna go through, we can't be necessarily playing in their matrix. I'm sure that they're gonna enact all kind of arcane laws that Obama had put on he basically put a lot of draconian laws, but he didn't push them. Like he didn't pull the trigger. That's what Trump is coming to do. So I'm sure they're gonna try to restrict the speech. Of course, the campaign that they started over the summer to make black nationalism a homeland threat, Rudy Giuliani, motherfucking Donald Trump, and Pence, that's their job. That's what they're gonna come to enact.
Boy too from Jersey, what's his name?
Chris Christie. So Obama laid it out, and now he's out. Remember, you niggas couldn't take those fucking shots that you was getting during his administration. They was jabbing us and niggas was falling out. So you better get your strength up. I'm not the little Jamaican kid that's here to give you niggas strength and training.
Unity.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm not here to do. You're gonna have to find somebody to give you that cloth talk. You know what I mean? You know, you're gonna have to find somebody to pump you up. But we've been listening to our teachers, Dr. Clark, Barry Shango, Dale Jones, Steve Coakley, Delbert Blair, Phil Valentine, Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, Bobby Hemmett. I could go on for days. Those are the people who charge us up. Being amongst our people is what charges us up. I'm amongst Europeans. I'm not with the flattery. All they do is flatter me. I'm not with the flattery. If they not flattering me, they giving me the death look. You understand? And I gotta give it back to them like, fuck is you looking at? So I don't want their flattery. I want to be amongst our people right now. You about to see. All you niggas is comfortable hobnobbing with them. You're about to see what it looks like when they pull it. There's no such thing as a liberal cracker. There's no such thing as a saltine or no salt cracker. They're all the same. They're on code right now. If you niggas realize what's taking place, they're like this. The minute you turn your back, they're like, yeah, nigga, it's coming. So pay attention. Even if you niggas with crackers in your gentrified neighborhood, sisters, you out there swirling, that's on you. You're gonna wind up with a fucking dog bowl in front of you. You know what I mean? With mad crackers with Confederate t-shirts on, reenacting what they picked up when they were purveying pornography. Because keep in mind, the largest percentage of purveyors of porn is in West Virginia, Louisiana, Texas, all of the places where racism is at its highest. Facts. And all you homos don't got nothing to worry about, because during the RNC convention, they said that the male prostitutes, the shit was at its highest. So now Trump is like, LBGT, you good, don't worry about it. The whole Nazi party was gay. They like that shit. They like black men being subservient to white dominance. So they're gonna let niggas in high heels sit with them. You pose no threat. You pose no threat. They're looking for the black messiahs. They're gonna reenact what Hoover put forth. This whole thing is about fear. That's why he got into office. That's why more white women voted for him than Hillary, because it's about fear. Genetic, Okay? They fear the culture. They tired of their daughters and sons obeying and listening and worshiping niggas. That's what this is about. So we're gonna keep cooking. We're gonna do what we do. Atlanta's one of the blackest meccas right now. Fortify the motherfucking perimeters because you're surrounded by KKK.
Yo, Red.
Okay?
Red.
Yeah.
Sutek talked about the website, right?
Right.
He talked about, you know, certain, I guess, code of conduct or certain rules.
Right.
What to you is some rules that really need to be put into this conscious community?
Well, the white man, the European, the pilgrim is on code. They're on code. Right?
Okay.
Oh, that's for you?
I don't know. Who's
No,
that
I'm
for?
saying, I asked Red Pill, because, you know, you told me
There's a
about the
code.
code, so
Yeah.
I want to know what rules should be enforced.
well, you know, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Black Power Awards this weekend.
Uh-huh.
You had a lot of black people on social media speaking out against it. You know what I'm saying? To me, a black man trying to do something positive, you gotta support him.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If you don't agree with what's going on here, then just keep your mouth shut. You understand? Don't go out on social media talking about, oh, F this awards and blah, 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 blah. And then in the next, on your lecture, you sit up here talking about, oh, we gotta support black business
Come
family.
together.
You understand? You know.
This is a black institute.
You understand? Because like I said earlier, if you stifle the creativity, you're gonna have people saying, I'm not even gonna bother with that. You understand what I'm saying? Why do that? And you know, this is the results I'm gonna get. You know, coming out here trying to be creative, trying to think of things that's gonna move our race forward, and then all you got is these people in certain positions that people listening to come out there and speak against it. You understand what I'm saying? Try to kill your momentum, kill your drive. You can't do that. That's just one of the things. Like I'm having meetings with people right now. We're gonna write out a whole list of, you know, codes of conduct, just the way we deal with people, deal with each other. You understand? Deal with our economic situation, our political situation.
Actually pulling our money together for once and really.
Exactly.
Really.
Well, we put our money together, right? We do pool our money. We just pool it with the Caucasian's money, and he's in control of it. You understand? When you put your money in a white bank, you pooling your money, but you just pooling it with white folks' money, and it ain't coming back to you. You understand? I did a whole lecture on that, showing how much money black people have deposited in these Caucasian banks, and how much those banks invested, make loans to black businesses.
What's the name of that lecture? So we can check it out?
It's called Economic Power, now available in black.
Okay.
The hidden colors of black economics.
Okay.
All right. It's on KTL. It's on my brother's channel, KTL Empowerment.
Dope,
Check it out.
dope.
About 2 hours long, but it's packed with information. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Not just because I did it, but on economics and shit, that's one of the baddest shits. I'm telling you, it's just got so much information in there. You know, it took me like a year to do it, put it together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like packed with a whole bunch of shit in there that's gonna make your eyes open. It's gonna make you feel ashamed, but it should also make you feel empowered.
One thing I wanted to ask you is, you know, I'm hearing a lot of people speaking about, you know, moving back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Building, like saying we got opportunities. There's certain presidents is even saying they'll give us certain opportunities from being Americans to come to Africa to build and use our intellect. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's really about, you know what I mean, helping to build up, bring something to Africa. What do you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's something that we should entertain? We should think about, or you know, it's like a waste of time?
Well,
should we just build here?
I think it's something you should entertain. I think it's something you should build about. But I think going back to Africa is not step one.
Okay.
I think going back to Africa may be like step 6 or 7.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that we got to solidify and do before us as black Americans can think about moving back to Africa.
Don't abandon the fort.
You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we got to get solidified, because you know, you take a dumb nigga from America and put him in Africa, where's he gonna be in Africa?
A dumb nigga in Africa, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, a lot of people say, oh, Sutek is always talking against Africa. I'm not talking against Africa, I'm just telling it how I see it. Now, if I'm seeing it wrong, then point it out to me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But I don't see the kumbaya love that the African has for each other that we think he has for each other.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I mean,
They're not.
So you're saying the way we look at black people is not how they look at black people?
yeah, because see, we make this mistake, right? We think all white people are just white people.
Yeah.
To me, like white people are just white people.
Me too.
But a white person from Italy will say he's different from a white person from France.
Yeah.
You'll say he's different from a white German.
Yeah.
You'll say he's different from a white,
Irish or whatever.
Irishman.
Yeah.
You understand? But we just look at them as all white.
Yep.
Now, when we talk about Africa, we just look at Africans as all Africans.
Yep.
But that Nigerian will tell you, I'm not the same as that dude from Mali.
Okay.
I'm not the same as that dude from Ghana.
Okay.
I'm not the same as that dude from Sierra Leone.
So we don't
They
even
look at themselves. They look at themselves as totally different. So if they look at themselves as totally different, when you bring your black ass over there, how they gonna look at you?
They gonna look at you like you some foreign motherfucker. Yeah.
There you go. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to deal with that. You understand?
Yeah.
Now,
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Hoes flap when you whipping up a key. Don't stop till you froze up your sleeve. Young nigga just
Remember, Africans identify tribe.
right.
They identify tribe. I met a brother from Senegal. I said, "You Senegalese?" He said, "I'm Wolof." Not Senegalese, and I'm damn sure not African.
I need a dark piece of Fonto. Had the blinds going blind, looking for narcos. Whipping the tar slow, scale it out, zipping and imprinted with barcodes. Fuck a runner back in the Civic, whipping the car slow. Can't go outside for a broad though. Might come outside if he want for my young boy. He testing me already, know he gon' want more. Cause my dope it be at 9. Watch the big fish on the hook, it might be a line. He was on the wrong corner, he smoked, homie a dime. We all for the quad 9. Acetone it down, we rock it and let it dry. When it hit the block, it's all gon' fly. Never ask questions and we never ask why. I said it's all gon' fly, but we never ask questions and we never ask why.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Hoes flap when you whipping up a key. Don't stop till you froze up your sleeve. Young nigga just chase cheese. Whoa, young nigga just chase cheese.
Anthem on the track. King shit. Look. I'm from the city where the bums rich. Skyscrapers block the rays when the sun hits. One time coming, niggas run quick. By the time a baby walk, he got a gun grip. I was made for this. 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 I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this. I was made for 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 this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this.
They don't know fact from fiction. They don't know the blacks is missing. They don't know they trapped in prison. They don't know the path to prison was a math decision. They don't know the wrath is quickened. They don't know the ass they kissing on the path of mission to put their ass in prison. They don't know black religion, fact and fiction. They don't know mama didn't leave them niggas half the kitchen with half a chicken. Fact or fiction. We still hot, we still noble. Red and blue pill global. No matter the language, we still moguls. We lost Gil Scott, then we lost Gil Noble. Exercise the right to live like it is. The revolution will not be televised, it's being digitized. On the come up, it's like watching the midget rise. Sleeping giants grow another 20 feet tall with each alliance. I can teach the science, I'm tearing instrumental down before I lay my pencil down. I'm going down to Tinseltown to burn the temples down and cap it off like dental crowns. And my rights still reserved. Fear of a black Illuminati. I might just build with the Bilderberg to come and kill you nerds. I'm shining like a Grammy host on the shores of Miami coast. My Moringa plug looking like Sammy Sosa. The old one when he was well done like Granny's roast. The ancestors sponsor this. I don't know them niggas, all they do is talk that conscious shit. We living it, we in the streets like house of consciousness. KTL in the ATL, MIA, NYC. Multi-dimension like MIB. We are not the same, I am a sovereign. We are not the same, I am a problem.
I was made for this. 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 I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this. I was made for 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 this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raise us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this.